Listen to me carefully because this might be the most important thing you hear today. There will come a day when you wake up, look in the mirror, and realize that no one is coming to save you. No amount of prayers, no amount of complaining, no amount of waiting for the perfect moment will change your life. The truth is brutal, but it's also beautiful. Your life is completely in your hands. The world doesn't care about your excuses, it only respects results. Every failure, every heartbreak, every time you've been betrayed or underestimated, it was preparing you for the moment you finally decide to rise. Working on yourself is not an option. It is a responsibility. You owe it to yourself to be stronger, sharper, and more disciplined than you were yesterday. Stop wasting time on distractions, stop drowning in self-pity, and stop living as if you have 1,000 chances. Life is short, but it is also long enough if you use it with intention. You must demand greatness from yourself, even when no one is watching, because discipline in silence creates power in public. Remember this, your future self is begging you to start now, to stop playing small, and to finally step into the person you are meant to become. No one is coming to save you. Your life is your responsibility. That statement may sound harsh, but it is the rawest form of truth you will ever hear. Too many people live as if someone else is going to swoop in and solve their problems, as if luck, fate, or some magical force will rescue them from their pain. But life doesn't work like that. The harsh reality is this: if you're broke, if you're lost, if you're unhappy, if you're weak, the only person who can fix that is you. Waiting for someone else to hand you a better life is the fastest way to waste your existence. Think about it. Every single time you procrastinate, every single time you say tomorrow, you are betraying yourself. The world will not pause for you. Time doesn't care about your struggles, your tears, your insecurities. The days keep moving, the clock keeps ticking, and life keeps passing you by while you sit there waiting for motivation to magically appear. Motivation is not a gift, it is a choice. You have to create it through action. The more you act, the stronger you become. But if you keep waiting, you'll wake up one day filled with regret, realizing you wasted years expecting someone to pull you out of the hole you dug for yourself. You see, people love to complain about how unfair life is, about how others have it easier. But let me tell you something, fairness does not exist. Life doesn't care about fair. Life is war, and the only way to survive and thrive is to take ownership. When you accept that no one is coming, when you finally stop blaming the world, your parents, your past, or your circumstances, that's when real power begins. Because at that moment, you stop being a victim and stop being the master of your destiny. Working on yourself is not just about building wealth, muscles, or success. It's about becoming bulletproof in a world that wants to break you. It's about looking at your flaws and deciding you will no longer hide from them, but face them head on. It's about developing the discipline to wake up early when you don't feel like it, to push through when your body screams to quit, to keep building when everyone else is resting. That is what separates winners from losers. Not talent, not luck, but the relentless ability to take responsibility and work on themselves when nobody is clapping. Understand this clearly. Nobody owes you anything. Not your family, not your friends, not the government, not society. You are owed nothing, and that is why you must fight for everything. Some people will hear this truth and get discouraged, but the strong ones, the ones who truly have greatness inside them, will hear it and feel liberated. Because once you stop expecting someone to fix your problems, you gain complete freedom. You realize that the power to change your life has always been in your hands. Now, let's be brutally honest. If your life right now is full of chaos, if you're broke, unhealthy, depressed, or stagnant, it's not because life hates you. It's because of the choices you've been making. That might sting, but it's the truth. Every late night you waste scrolling your phone instead of building yourself, every time you choose comfort over discipline, every time you let fear stop you, that's on you. The good news, if you created your current life through bad choices, then you can also create a better life through better ones. Responsibility is the key that unlocks freedom. When you take ownership, you start to see results. Small results at first, a little more energy, a little more confidence, a little more strength. Then those results multiply. Suddenly you're building momentum, and momentum is unstoppable. But none of that begins until you stop waiting for a savior. There is no savior. There is only you, your mind, your discipline, and your actions. The question is, will you keep living as if the world owes you, or will you rise up and take control? Will you keep complaining about how hard things are, or will you embrace the struggle and use it to sharpen yourself? Because the truth is, the struggle is the blessing. The hardship is what makes you stronger. The pain is what forges resilience. Every scar you earn becomes proof that you took responsibility and fought through instead of waiting for rescue. So I'm telling you now, stop wasting time. Stop giving away your power. Stop pretending tomorrow is guaranteed. Life is too short to be lived as a victim. If you truly want freedom, happiness, and success, take full responsibility today. Build the body, sharpen the mind, grow the discipline, and chase the purpose that makes you unshakable. Nobody is coming to save you, and that is the most powerful truth you'll ever embrace. Because once you accept it, you'll finally understand that you are the savior you've been waiting for all along. Discipline and silence creates undeniable power. Think about that for a moment, because the world today is full of noise. Everyone is talking, everyone is posting, everyone's desperate to show off their progress before they've truly earned it. People want recognition before results, applause before achievement, validation before victory. But true strength is not built in the spotlight. True power is built in the quiet hours when no one is watching, when nobody cares, when it's just you, your willpower, and your commitment to becoming better. That is where greatness is born. The problem with most people is that they want to broadcast every move they make, as if telling the world they're working is the same as actually doing the work. It isn't. Talking about your goals doesn't make them real. Posting about your grind doesn't make you disciplined. Discipline is not loud. Discipline is waking up early when nobody is around to congratulate you. Discipline is going to the gym consistently without checking in on social media. Discipline is studying late into the night, building skills, saving money, and preparing for opportunities without seeking validation. Silence is where the foundation is laid, because real growth doesn't require an audience. When you build discipline in silence, you develop a type of inner power that cannot be faked. It shows in the way you carry yourself, in the quiet confidence you exude. You don't need to prove anything with words because your results speak for you. And here's the beauty of it. When you finally reveal what you've been building, when the world finally sees the strength, the success, the transformation you've achieved, it's undeniable. People can argue with your opinions, but they can't argue with your results. Results built on silent discipline are louder than any boast. Consider the strongest individuals in history, not the loudest, but the most disciplined. Warriors, thinkers, leaders. They didn't waste their time bragging about every move. They spent their time in training, in preparation, in practice. They sharpened their minds and bodies in silence so that when the moment came to prove themselves, they were unstoppable. That same principle applies to you. If you truly want to separate yourself from the average, you must fall in love with the silence, with the grind. Nobody claps for. The truth is, silence tests you. When no one is watching, it's easy to quit. Easy to slack off, easy to tell yourself you'll do it tomorrow. That's why silent discipline is so powerful. It forces you to build self-respect. You stop relying on external validation, and instead you create internal pride. You don't need someone to pat you on the back because you know you did the work. And that self-respect is priceless. It becomes the fuel that drives you further when everyone else is burning out. Think about how dangerous you become when you master this. While others are distracted by trying to look successful, you are becoming successful. While they are wasting time explaining their plans, you are executing yours. While they are chasing likes and attention, you are stacking wins in silence. Then, one day, you show up transformed, physically stronger, mentally sharper, financially more stable, spiritually more unshakable. And people will look at you and wonder how it happened. They won't understand that the power you now hold was built brick by brick in the silence they overlooked. The beauty of silent discipline is that it also protects you. It shields your energy from negativity, jealousy, and distractions. The more you broadcast your goals, the more vulnerable you are to criticism and doubt from others. But when you keep your grind private, when you let your results do the talking, nobody can interfere, nobody can sabotage what they don't know about. Your silence becomes your armor, and your discipline becomes your weapon. It's easy to talk, it's hard to act. It's easy to dream, it's hard to do. And that's why silent discipline is rare. Most people would rather impress strangers online than build a version of themselves they're proud of in real life. But that's the separation right there. If you can commit to being the one who works when no one notices, the one who sacrifices quietly, the one who doesn't need applause, you will rise above the masses. And let me be clear, this doesn't mean you'll never celebrate, never share your wins. It means you don't seek recognition until you've earned something undeniable. It means you let the work pile up, the progress compound, and the success speak for itself. It means you understand that noise is temporary, but power built through silence lasts forever. So I'll tell you this, stop talking about it, start working on it. Stop announcing every move, start executing in the shadows. Stop craving attention and start craving mastery. Because when discipline becomes your lifestyle, when silence becomes your training ground, when consistency becomes your identity, you become unstoppable. And when you finally step into the light, the world won't just notice, it will have no choice but to respect the undeniable power you've built. Your future self depends on the actions you take today. That single truth should shake you to your core, because every choice you make right now is shaping the person you will become. Too many people live as if the future is some distant place where everything magically fixes itself, where success just appears, where happiness just arrives. But that's a lie. The future doesn't just happen. It's created by the decisions you're making at this very moment. Every time you choose discipline over laziness, growth over comfort, focus over distraction, you are investing in a stronger, wiser, more powerful version of yourself. And every time you choose excuses, procrastination, or weakness, you are robbing your future self of the life they deserve. Think about it. Imagine yourself 10 years from now. That version of you is either grateful or angry depending on what you do today. If you keep skipping the gym, keep wasting time on meaningless entertainment, keep avoiding risks, keep ignoring opportunities, your future self will look back and despise you for it. They will live with regret, carrying the weight of your wasted potential. But if you choose to take action now, if you choose to embrace discomfort and chase growth, your future self will thank you. They will wake up every day with pride, knowing you built the foundation they stand on. The actions you take today are seeds. Some people plant weeds of bad habits, laziness, fear, indecision, and later wonder why their life is full of chaos and disappointment. Others plant seeds of discipline, courage, learning, and persistence, and in time, they harvest greatness. It doesn't matter how small the action seems right now, every single choice compounds. That one workout, that one book, that one decision to save instead of waste, that one moment of courage, it builds momentum. Momentum, once created, becomes unstoppable. The sad truth is that most people live as if tomorrow is promised. They waste today because they believe they have unlimited tomorrows. But the future doesn't wait. Time moves whether you use it or not. The clock is ticking, and the only thing you can control is how you use this day. Right now, you are writing your future story. And if you aren't careful, you might look back one day with nothing but regret. Regret is the heaviest weight a person can carry, heavier than any failure or loss, because regret is permanent. But pride, the pride of knowing you acted, you tried, you pushed yourself, that is a weight that lifts you higher. Understand this. Your future self is watching you. Picture them standing in front of you right now. They're begging you to stop wasting time, to stop living small, to stop pretending tomorrow is guaranteed. They're begging you to build the discipline, to make the sacrifice, to chase the dream. They're begging you because they know that your hesitation today is their pain tomorrow. Every action you take is either giving them strength or leaving them broken. The question is, which future are you building? If you want to be successful, you can't just think about the now. You must think long term. Winners understand this. They train today, not for immediate results, but for the life they will live years from now. They invest their time, energy, and effort with vision, knowing that small actions done consistently shape destiny. Meanwhile, losers think only of comfort today, never realizing they are destroying their tomorrow. Every donut instead of a workout, every wasted hour instead of working on their craft, every excuse instead of execution, it all piles up, and one day the bill comes due. But here's the good news. No matter where you are right now, you can change your future by changing your actions today. Your past doesn't define you, your present decisions do. If you start acting with discipline, focus, and purpose right now, you can rewrite your future. Imagine the version of you 5 years from now if you committed today. Committed to health, to knowledge, to discipline, to building something meaningful. That version of you would be unstoppable. Your future self is not built by chance, it's built by choice. Every morning you wake up, you have a decision to make. Do you build the person you want to be, or do you betray them? It's that simple. Life will give you countless opportunities to disguise the struggles, challenges, and moments of doubt. If you face them head on, you grow stronger. If you run, you stay weak. The future does not care about your excuses. It only responds to your actions. So stop lying to yourself. Stop saying one day. Stop saying tomorrow. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. What is guaranteed is that the person you are becoming will reflect the effort you put in today. If you want a stronger, richer, freer, happier life, then act like it now. Put in the work now. Build the habits now. Make the sacrifices now, because your future self is waiting, and they will either thank you for your discipline or curse you for your neglect. The choice is in your hands, and you must make it every single day. And so I leave you with this truth. Your future self depends entirely on what you decide to do today. Not tomorrow, not someday, but right now. The person you are becoming is being shaped in this very moment. Every workout you skip, or every rep you push through, every hour you waste, or every page you read, every excuse you believe, or every action you take, it all adds up. The future version of you will either stand tall with pride or be crushed with regret because of the choices you are making today. You cannot escape this responsibility. You cannot run from it. Time is moving whether you act or not. And every second that slips away is one you never get back. The greatest gift you can give yourself is to stop waiting for the right moment and start building now. Build the habits, build the mindset, build the discipline. Your future self is begging you to fight, to grow, to rise, to stop wasting potential, and finally step into your true power. Remember this: today is the seed, tomorrow is the harvest. Plant wisely, act boldly, and never forget the future belongs to those who act now.